Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. When I first started trading crypto, I picked out Polkadot as my number one ecosystem that I want to be as knowledgeable as possible about. I go down the rabbit hole constantly. I want to learn all the opportunities and everything that's going on with any opportunity in Polkadot. And I want to share one of those opportunities with you right now. Now, before we get into that, please hit that like button and subscribe. Now, I'm going to go into basically three different things. I'm going to tell you a little bit about an article. I'm going to tell you about an announcement that had came out, and then we're going to go over the chart, and I'll tell you my thoughts about entry points or what you should do, and we'll take a look at what the chart tells us. Now, what you're looking at right here on the screen is from Cointelegraph, and it basically talks about privacy-enabled blockchain expands DeFi to the mass market. Well, what you want to look at in any blockchain protocol is, does it have real-world utility and what problem does it solve? Well, QASIS solves an immense problem, because what's happening right now is we are going from Web 2.0 to Web 3. So all the data from all these major corporations, medical records, military, governments, major corporations like Coca-Cola, Facebook, they all bringing their data on to the blockchain. Well, just like when you're surfing online and you go to a website and there's a little box pops up and it asks you questions or whatever, and you just hit accept. Well, that kind of is the same process to getting onto the blockchain. Well, that is the problem with major corporations. Imagine all the information, all the data that like Google and Facebook and Coca-Cola has gathered. They don't want to just hit one of those buttons and someone had put, a tracer or whatever you call it to basically steal all their valuable information. Well, QASIS has solved that problem, and they call basically QASIS a blend between Ethereum and Polkadot, and that is one very aggressive statement, and no one disputes that as far as I know. Now, another thing that I want to share with you guys is that QASIS tweeted out at the end of last year. It said, QASIS is excited to be working with Meta AI, formerly Facebook AI, on a fascinating application of secure computing technologies in AI. Now think about what Meta is trying to do and the money they have behind it and how big their platform is going to be. I don't know who will win the metaverse, but I know that Meta, Facebook, will be a huge player. Now, it tells me two things that really gets me excited. One, that out of all the layer ones, it could have chose any of them. It chose QASIS. So that tells you something right there about their capability and the confidence that something like Meta would have with them. Now, the last part is the part that really excites me. And it says, stay tuned for more early next year. Well, it's early next year, guys, and we haven't heard that announcement. So that leads me into, hey, is it time to stack the bags? Because one thing I remember is when Facebook announced it was going to change its name to Meta, it didn't really do well for Facebook, but what it did was rally the crypto gaming and metaverse tokens. And the reason being, it shined a light, and literally for about 2 weeks, the whole world was asking, what is the metaverse? Well, I don't know what announcement's coming out, but I do know that when you look at the chart I'm about to show you, that it's time, in my opinion, to stack those bags. I mean, it is a great buying opportunity right now. When you look at this chart, It trades under ROSE, ROSE. When you look at this chart, this is the all-time chart. This thing's been up to about, let's see where that is. It's almost been to 60 cents. Now, right now, it's trading at around 20 cents, guys. That's a 3x just to take out its high of the first of the year. Because, like I said, this is a pretty young parachain of Polkadot. And, you know, I think if it would have came out at a different time, you know, it would have rallied a lot harder. And it was actually building when the rest of the market was going down, but now it's starting to follow. But that's great. That's what you want to see. So when I look at this chart, my thoughts are, yes, it may go lower, but right now we're about 20 cents. If you can get in and start stacking your bags right there, now this is not financial advice, this is just my opinion, how I like to do things. You know, watch it, put in maybe 50%. If it keeps going down, put in another 25. If it keeps going down, somehow put in another 25. But look, here's my thoughts. If you just put everything you wanted to, whatever that amount is, right there at say 20 cents, it's not really going to matter when Bitcoin and the rest of this market turns around long term and starts to make a big move. When Bitcoin takes out its old high and starts heading to 100,000, this thing will take out its old high, and I wouldn't be surprised if it 5 or 10x from there. I'm extremely bullish on everything Polkadot. And another thing, Polkadot hasn't done anything in a long, long time. And really, QASIS hasn't experienced a bull run, right? An alt season. So I really think if when this was trying to rally, I mean, it did a hell of a rally, and I don't know if y'all remember, but at the first of the year, everything was pretty much already starting to decline. And it was really strong, and then it just fell, you know, just like the rest of the market has with all the negative news about the war and everything else. Excuse me. So that's my thoughts, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit the notification, hit the like button. Tell me what you think about this blockchain, parachain. I love it. If you have something else that you're looking at and that you think might do as well, please leave that in the comments. And y'all come back. I want you to be part of this community. And remember, not financial advice, just financial opinion. Take care, guys.